Okay, so I'm going to go through self-myofascial release. So these are the implements I'm going to be using today. So you can see the longer foam roller, the shorter foam roller. You've got the peanut and the large ball. I will also say what you can use otherwise as we go along. But I'm going to start off with the peanut. I'm going to start at the bottom of our body, so on the calves. Look, the peanut goes right in there. It's great because it comes up on both heads of the calf. You can roll it up and down. I'm going to aim for sort of 10 passes up and down on the calf there. When you find somewhere that's quite painful, you can see it in my face there. Just point and flex your toes 10 times as well, so you really get the stretch on that myofascial. There it is again, look at that. Oh, it's painful today, my calves. So you're going to aim for, like I said, 10 passes up and down the leg. Each time it's painful, 10 flexes and points. If you haven't got the peanut and you've got this ball here, you've got the large ball, you could also use like a tennis ball, hockey ball, lacrosse ball, anything like that. And again, I would just do exactly the same, just 10 passes up and down. You'll probably find that this ball will be more painful than the peanut. And just make sure you get on the outside and the inside of the calf as well, because obviously the peanut does that with the roll, but this one won't do. You're going to have to move around a little bit. If you haven't got either of them, standard foam roller, look at that. This one's got the knobbles on it, so you can use it for some good trigger pointing up and down the calf there, or wherever you're using. So literally, again, exactly the same. You might need a little bit extra weight, so you can put the leg over the top like you see there. Oh, you heard that. You heard that. It's painful. My calf is painful today. So yeah, just 10 passes up and down, 10 points and flexes on every painful part. Then again, go back onto the ball. The big ball we've got here, we're going to do the hamstrings. So again, it's exactly the same. You just roll it up and down. I usually don't find it as painful on the hamstrings, but today, for some reason, woof, you could see it in my face. Look at that. Painful, painful. But, you know, you just work it up and down, 10 passes, and then you go on to the IT bands. Now, I don't suggest you do the IT bands with a ball, because it does get very painful, and it's probably better to be used with a foam roller. But you can use a ball. You saw me there, I got off it really quick because that was too painful for me. But you can do the same things, hamstrings, IT bands on the foam roller. So you can see in a second, just roll it up and down 10 times, holding it on any painful part. IT bands, bring the foot over the top so there's a bit of stability. Up and down 10 times. So again, to get that stretch, you in the tissue there, the myofascial tissue, that we're going to just find that sore spot. See my leg just about, look, bending up and down the knee 10 times. So again, you've got 10 passes, hold on soft in some horrible, painful spots, and then 10 bends of the knee. Up into the glutes, back onto the ball, bend in your knee. Now, if you can get your foot up on your knee, opposite knee, then you can do that. If you're like me, you haven't quite got the flexibility for that, you just put the foot where it is there. And again, it's exactly the same. This time it's a bit more in circular motions because we're on the glute, but holding on any sore spots. And you can tell when I hit the sore spots because I'm in pain. But yeah, so foam roller can also be used. Look. So onto your foam roller. If you haven't got the ball, foam roller is just as good. But like I said just now, you can use tennis balls, you can use hockey balls, you can use lacrosse balls, any kind of ball like that. Well, they are a bit smaller than the one I've got there, so you can have to play around, try and find the right positions to get into. But they do work pretty well. What have we got now? So we're going to go up and down the sides of the body there. So we're going to get in the obliques. You can see just moving it back and forward, side to side, up and down. And again, we're finding those sore spots. Pushing my arm above, and we can do a bit of movement. There we go, so get even more stretch through that tissue. up and down, up and down. Again, we're going to aim for 10 passes, 10 up and downs there. I do find that if I'm using on the glutes, rather than doing, say, like 10 circles, I might do it for like a minute on the glute. It's the same with this one, maybe for a minute up and down on the sides. And again, if you haven't got the ball, you can use the foam roller. Again, it doesn't quite get in as pointy, so you can do a bit more of this without it hurting as much. You can get your arms above your head and really get some work going on there. But yeah, the foam roller and the balls and the peanuts are really good. Peanut. So, peanut, really probably what it's mainly designed for is to get up and down the spine muscles there, look, because it's perfect. It misses out the spine because of the gap in the middle, and then it goes up and down the erector spine nicely. When you do this one, just be careful because your t-shirt does get trapped underneath it if you're not careful. And there you go, you see it. Almost got a bit of a flash on my belly, you don't want to see that. But yeah, you can just roll up and down the muscles that go up and down the spine there, look. Find those painful parts. Big breaths, hold it for 10 seconds. If you're like me, your thoracic spine is pretty tight, so you can do these kind of little movements like this. Look, some extensions in the thoracic spine to try and free it up a little bit. So you would take a deep breath in, exhale. As you exhale, you're going to extend at the point where the ball is, just getting that spine to move. Bit of juggling. There we are. Luckily they're not glass because they would have been broken, but there we are. Anyway, if you haven't got a peanut, then you can do the same thing on the foam roller. Basically, a peanut is just 2 tennis balls or 2 hockey balls, 2 lacrosse balls just taped together. So if you want to do that, just tape a couple balls together, get on it. I can always link some posts to some of these implements in the bottom here, so you can see where they are, find them if you really want them. But they're not essential, you can use lots of different things to use. But there we go, literally you can do a bit of rolling up and down the spine with your foam roller as well. So what we got? I think we're going into the lats a little bit now. Yeah, there we are, the lats. Again, this is a tight spot for me. People with shoulder issues, things like that, generally find that they're quite tight in the lats because it's pulling your shoulder out of alignment a little bit. So yeah, you get up in there. 10 rolls again up and down. You can do some movements with the arm like I show you here. I can tell that the issue for my shoulder is coming a lot from my lats, because when I get to certain points I can really feel the pain that I get in the shoulder from just pressing on these points in the lats. You'll see in a minute when I hit it, I'll point to the shoulder and be like, this is where I can feel it. But with this, so this next bit is where it is. I get right up high, up in behind there, look, and you'll see, yeah, pain in my face. And we're basically going to do exactly the same. So moving around, up and down. There, look, I can feel it right here. That's where I feel my pain in my shoulder. That's where I've got my problems in my shoulder, and this brings it on, this movement here. So you can tell it's a lot of it's probably to do with my lats being really tight, so that's something I'm really working on. Again, if you haven't got a ball, use your foam roller, and you can do exactly the same. Like I said, the difference with a foam roller is it's just, there's more surface area there, so you don't get in as deep. But if it's really tight and really painful, you can do a bit more with it without tapping out too quickly. But you said that you can move in and around the same areas as what I've done, a bit of movement in the arm to really get the stretch, get the myofascial release. But yeah, look at that, look at the face. You can see it is tight for me. It is tight. Nice, nice. Perfect. And next one, ball. Okay, the hip flexors. So I go in at hip flexors. Again, another tight area for a lot. Oh no, sorry, not hip flexors. I'm going in for the pec this time. Before I was hitting the hip flexors. But yeah, the pec. Again, today everyone is kind of at computers, sitting at desks. You know, they're hunched over, so they do get very tight up in the hip flexor, in the chest area there. So you can just do the exact same thing, little circles in and around, find that little tight spots, 10 seconds at the tight spots, do some movements in the arms. You can see, look, straight arm angels, bent arm angels. Okay, so that's it. Once you've done the pec with the balls, I said you can move on to the foam roller. Foam roller then, exactly the same. Just move it around, just little movements. Move the arm as much as you can. The roller might get away a little bit, but with the posture correction and all the people, everyone like at computers, at their office desks and things, you know, this is ideal for that, to try and release the tension that might have built up in the pec. But yeah, that's great. I'm really tight there in the pec, as you might have seen by the facial expressions. Okay, we're going back onto the peanut. We're going to go with the neck with the peanut. Okay, so you might find if you get headaches, this is a really good one you can use. You just take you can get your weight off of your body, put it through the neck muscles there, nodding up and down, moving around from side to side, just really kind of getting into the muscles of the neck. Really good, like I said, if you have headaches and things like that, or anything's tight. Again, if you haven't got a peanut, then you got a good old foam roller comes in to play, and you can use that as well. And again, you're on your side, up and down, both sides, just finding those tight spots, moving, nodding the head up and down. If you find a tight spot, 10 passes up and down, perfection. Now, we're going to do a little bit of chest. So this next one is really good for your posture and things, because it really stretches out your chest. And you can use the foam rollers to gather a nice and long one just to rock side to side, so you're getting into the muscles of the side of the spines, whilst also correcting those tight pecs, bringing them out. Now literally this one could be done for 20 minutes if you wanted to. Just lying there, just holding each position if you want, just for 20 minutes. It's really good before workout, really good any time of the day if you're not even working out. But as you can see here, what I'm doing is my arms are just moving up and down through the motions, just trying to get the chest nice and stretched out. There we have big angels with the arms, straight arm angels. You can do it with your bent arms as well, which you'll probably see in a second. You can see that my hands don't touch the ground at the top. You might find that you do, so if you can, you're a lot more flexible than what I am, but it still is really good. It's just kind of counteracting all the movements that we normally do throughout the day, where we're all hunched over, and just releasing it off as much as possible. But yeah, this is a really good one. I do like this one quite a lot. You can see as well, see how high my hands are in that position there. It just shows that I'm really tight in this positions. But yeah, this is a good position here just to chill out in. And then when you pop off, take it nice and easy, just drop off to the side, hang around for a little bit, especially been on there for a long time. Just take it easy, stand up, away you go. Don't know what happened to my camera then, it wasn't following me, so I had to come down and see you at the side there, but all done. Hope you enjoy this one.